Okay, turn to the weather right now. Parts of the Bay Area getting a little wet this morning.
Yeah, this was a scene in Marin County along Highway 101. Nothing too intense, but we'll take kind of anything we can get. It's hard to kind of tell with this type of rain, I guess you could call it, whether or not it's sort of
drizzle?
heavy fog. Is it sort of drizzle? It's not really rain, is it?
If the fog becomes thick enough, it adds up in the form of drizzle, which those drops don't fall like raindrops do. They just kind of hang in the air. So if you're walking through them or driving through them, they just kind of accumulate on
It's like a
whichever
mist.
surface. Yeah, it's mist, drizzle, almost interchangeable terms. It adds a little bit of moisture to the fire fuel, so we'll take it. We're not going to complain about it. It also kept temperatures on the cool side today. Big change from yesterday. Let's take a look at the big picture pattern. The fog, the deeper marine layer, that's going to be hanging out through the rest of this week. Substantially cooler temperatures today. Inland parts of the Bay Area anywhere from 10 to 20 degrees cooler than where we topped out on Monday, which means comfortable temperatures inland, just a little bit on the cool side around the bay and along the coast. Later this week, we are going to be tracking a different type of moisture. That's going to be coming at us from the south, tropical moisture, the remnants of Hurricane Eugene. Now, this shows up in the brighter colors on Futurecast where the moisture is more concentrated, but it's going to be kind of dispersed to a greater extent than what you would find around a tropical system. A noticeable increase in cloud cover as we head through Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and even Monday, but any chance of pop-up thunderstorms, we always have to watch that for a dry lightning threat, especially considering what happened August 3 years ago. That looks like it's going to avoid the Bay Area. We'll continue monitoring the latest setup, but it does not look like a big cause for concern at this point. Enjoy the below average temperatures while they last for inland parts of the Bay Area because the next wave of hotter weather is right around the corner, settles in for the second half of the weekend, and then this one's not going to be as extreme in terms of the peak of the heat. We're going to stay below 100 degrees even in Concord, which easily reaches 100 this time of year, but just a more persistent stretch of hot weather for the second full week of August. So be ready for that a little farther down the line. Looking outside right now, this is the view from the Mark Hopkins Hotel. Temperatures are mostly in the 70s. Not bad for August, right? 65 degrees, the temperature in San Francisco. It's 71 degrees in Oakland. Inland temperatures are mostly in the mid to upper 70s. Santa Rosa's already back down to 72 degrees. If you're heading out to the Coliseum this evening as the A's continue their series against the Texas Rangers, temperatures at game time are going to be a little cooler than that 71 that we have for a current temperature, likely in the mid to upper 60s for the 6:40 first pitch, cooling down through the 60s to around 60 degrees as the game is likely winding down, depending on if they go to extra innings or not. The fog is going to be widespread and pretty thick to start the day once again on Wednesday. It backs up towards the coast as we head towards late morning. I think we'll see some clearing around the bay even before lunchtime, but I think the fog is going to be pretty persistent right along the coast as we head through the next several days. Temperatures tonight dropping down to the mid to upper 50s to around 60 degrees. Then highs tomorrow, still below average. It's just a matter of how far below average. Generally, a couple degrees, but you go to those inland spots that are typically pretty hot this time of year, you're not really going to be that hot, only around 80 degrees in Concord. Let's zoom in for a closer look. Low 60s along the coast, 70s down the peninsula. We're on the south end of the bay, a mix of 70s and 80s in the Santa Clara Valley. Also a mix of 70s and 80s inland in the East Bay, the Tri-Valley and the Delta. Not warming up that much. 86 in Brentwood is the hot spot in August. That's just bonus territory. Mid 60s in San Francisco, around 70 for Oakland, low to mid 70s for the North Bay. Once again, I think that fog is going to be pretty persistent in the North Bay valleys until late morning, maybe early afternoon. The farther north you go, of course, temperatures a little bit toastier, approaching 90 degrees, but even inland Mendocino County and Lake County, not that hot Wednesday afternoon. Temperatures will warm up to a greater extent by early next week. That's the beginning of that longer stretch of warm weather. Not that warm around the bay. We don't lose the onshore influence, but inland temperatures will be a mix of upper 80s and low 90s in the Santa Clara Valley and the North Bay, mid to upper 90s inland in the East Bay, but along the coast, hey, no surprise there. You stay in the 60s, even though you'll be in the upper half of the 60s. So make sure you break out the flip-flops for that.
Ooh, upper 60s.
Open-toed boots. There you go.
There you go. You only need a light jacket. Still a jacket, but a light one. Thanks, Paul.